A 5, 6.
Alright. A 5, a 6, a 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Ducky Joy.
DJ Ducky Joy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Ducky Joy podcast. My name is Scott McRae.
Brandon Brown.
Askhat Comes.
And yeah, some of our voices are getting better, I guess. I'm really excited about this development. His palate was lifted. I mean, we're ready to go.
You need to sign him?
Oh, me?
Up to who else?
Maybe. It's possible.
So yeah, what's going on, gentlemen? How are we doing this afternoon? This wonderful gray summer afternoon in Portland.
Raining in July, baby.
Yeah, love it.
Loving this summer weather again. You know?
Again.
It's just,
Always so
Portland does
good for the
nothing
health
but treat
of the
me
mind.
right.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to summer, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. You know.
Fuck Cali, fuck Hawaii.
Are you kidding me? Why would you even want to be in those places ever?
You're right.
Regardless of summer, ever. Why would you want to be?
Like oceans. and
Compared to
beaches, warm oceans. Like
Buildings,
Buildings.
river.
River.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Waterfront.
Waterfront.
So much rain. I love
So
it
much
here.
trash.
I love it here.
It's the best. The two places I've lived post Albuquerque, and I thought Albuquerque was a dirty place growing up. Like, you're always dusty, you're always sandy. Even watching Better Call Saul, I love watching, like, just like their shirts are always, like, have dirt on them. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Every
just
night
what
you
it
would
is.
take a
Like,
shower, you would see mud
That's foul.
It's
in
gross.
the
That's-
tub.
But it is not nearly as gross as the two places I have lived after that: Nashville, Tennessee, and Portland, Oregon. Holy, Nashville was nicknamed the Nasty Nash. We all used to call that affectionately, because like I remember, it's like, you know, we were just like some rambunctious kids. We had to go and like smoke cigarettes and weed in the alley and stuff like that. And when it got rainy, those trash cans, man, like the humidity, it was stinky. And then you get like bug bites, and it was like, it was like, why do people live here? Like, why does anyone be like, yo, this is the place I want to live and like hang out?
Yeah.
But also, we live in like downtown.
We do live in
which is
downtown.
the dirtiest part of Portland.
Nasty
Like, there's
part.
so many nice parts of Portland.
There are. But downtown Portland is
Downtown
truly.
Portland. But I'm gonna also feel like you lived in downtown Nashville too.
I did not live in downtown.
Oh, you didn't?
I actually lived in Belmont, which is like Belmont is this oh, like if we should go to Nashville someday. Like, I would love to show you guys this, because you guys,
I'm not sure I want to.
yeah, it's a weird place. It is, yeah, it's
I've
got
been to
its
Tennessee
problems.
before and I didn't want to be there.
Yeah,
I was
no.
in Memphis.
Oh, Memphis is a weird town.
Yeah, my Uber driver didn't want to talk to me. It might have just been him.
Mm-hmm. Might have just been a grumpy Uber driver.
It might have been.
That's lit.
But yeah, Belmont, anyways, is this like pristine, like cultivated campus. Like, people we're replacing flowers there like every other day, and like just like they make it look amazing. But then like you get closer and closer to like the inside, and you're just like, what the hell is going on here? Like, this place is whack. Like, I mean, I told you guys about like the thing on the doors, like that you couldn't have like someone of the opposite sex in your room after a certain hour. Like, yeah, like it's interesting.
I mean, I think that's pretty
Yeah, but that's not
standard
like-
for colleges.
Man, that doesn't really contribute to the
Yeah.
dirtiness of.
Definitely not.
Place.
No. It was that's what I'm saying. It was almost like contradictory how pristine Belmont is, and like how like cleanly and all the like the manners, and because then you would go into actual Nashville and it was like
disgusting.
it was just like this juxtaposition. It was like, oh my god, like what is this place that I'm actually living in compared to this bubble of Belmont? And I loved it because I fell in love with Nashville instead of Belmont, because Belmont was like this bubble, like I said. So it was like pretty much every day was like popping a different bubble that I developed in that day at being at Belmont. And then like once I moved off campus, it was just a whole different experience. Yeah. But yeah, nasty place, that Nashville. Yeah. And everyone,
Where in New Mexico, in Albuquerque did you live?
in Midtown. I lived in the center of Albuquerque.
Yeah.
You know,
I also thought Albuquerque was disgusting, but I lived in Placitas.
Yeah.
So like, kind of like this, I look down on you. like
That's how it is for
Like,
everyone
yeah,
who's
yeah.
not from Albuquerque.
Yeah, it's
Everyone
just
not
like-
from Albuquerque looks down on people from Albuquerque. They're like, oh, Albuquerque. I know exactly what you're like. It's like, no.
I have no predisposed notions about anyone from any state because I don't know shit about any state.
I mean, I wasn't like that about the people. I was more just
Yeah.
like that about the city, because it's like
For sure.
there's the things that happen in Albuquerque do not happen in Placitas. So it's like
That's fair.
Like you were talking about bubbles. Like it was just breaking a bubble every day because I would wake up in the morning. Nice little hippie art town full of rich like retired people, and then, you know, the birds are chirping, you have your nice coffee, you're looking out a nice house window, like enjoying your morning. 25-minute drive in, you've seen 2 car accidents. The police are holding up a homeless person for no reason. Like, you stop and get your breakfast burrito somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And then you're into a new bubble. Well, for us, we went into a new bubble.
Right,
We were
right.
in that private high school,
Yeah.
right in the middle of a big gang territory.
Like our school had the most bizarre location for a private school.
My elementary school had the most bizarre.
Manzano Day. Yeah. I remember when I finally saw where Manzano Day School was, I was like, oh. I was like,
Why?
I was like, I've never
Why
actually
do you
been
subject-
over here for a reason. I was like, this is a place I don't really go. And Manzano Day School is here. Like, I don't think I saw your school until I was like 14, 15. And like,
You're just like, why are you subjecting, like,
I kind of
4 to 10-year-olds? Yeah, it is
It's probably cheap real estate.
probably very cheap real estate.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. And you're going so deep into this talk about Albuquerque shit that I'm sure the people at home care so much about, but maybe not. Because that was like deep. And I had no input. What am I supposed to do with this?
LA.
Yeah, Manzano, man. It was right in the middle of the shit.
Yeah, it was.
You know, you see it.
Yeah, I had nothing to put there at all. The conversation went from just like, oh, places that are dirty to our experience
Specific.
in Albuquerque. How did you feel? How did you feel? I'm right here.
Well.
I think we need to talk about this after this, you guys.
Are you in trouble?
I'm disappointed. That's all I'll say for now.
Anyway.
Don't look at me, Scott.
Okay.
Alright.
Back to it.
Now let me tell you about my times in California.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, what's up, guys?
Oh, man.
So I saw a post recently.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hiker asking other hikers on Instagram if they should wear masks while hiking.
I don't know why that was so funny. Okay, continue.
That's all, yeah. That's all.
That's even better. Because I feel like this video is like, you know, we point our camera at things to capture the human drama. That is the most mundane like aspect of the human condition. Like, hey, we're both hiking. Should we both be taking the same safety precaution? Like, we're similar, right? We're hikers. Like, it's like, yeah. Like,
Awesome, moving on.
are you guys like coming up to each other and being like, oh, hikers, I wish we could high five. Like breathe all over each other, but
we have this bond, but we just can't express the bond right now because it sucks.
because I can tell
We
you,
hike though. We both hike.
the first thing I do on hikes is when I see someone, I'm like, let's come closer to each other. I'm like, let's embrace. Like we're like,
Yeah, because it's not like you went on that hike to experience nature and get away from people or anything. No, you wanted to see all the other hikers.
I'm enraged when I see it. It's like I'm like, you're breaking this entire.
You ruined this experience. I saw trees and then I saw your ugly face.
Definitely.
Now it's ruined.
And you're listening to Travis Scott on your JBL speaker in the woods. Like,
Right.
thank you so much.
Thank you for contributing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be my first murder. I'm on a hike and the nigga pulls up blasting Travis Scott on a JBL. Bro, what is wrong with you? He's hiking too. He's like,
She said, I don't want to see any animals.
this is hard. What the fuck? I would, yeah.
That's pretty amazing. I love that people are finding solidarity in there.
What the fuck?
It's a good thing we don't know a single person who would hike through the woods with a giant JBL speaker.
Right? You know what they say though, misery loves company. And that's really what that sounds really, like, a case of just
Travis Scott is the company.
No, I'm talking about... I was going back to the original post.
I thought you were saying
Travis Scott is the company. I'm right there with you, bro. I've unlocked it. Because Kanye was miserable. Travis Scott was the company that he needed. But no, yeah, I meant the original post about the guy saying like, oh, should we both wear masks to the other hikers or whatever. It seems like a case of like, oh, well, I feel the need to do this because of societal pressures, you know what I mean? And so he's like feeling, for lack of a better word, miserable about having to conform to these new things. And then he's like, well, I just want to know if other people are going to be doing it, if I'm going to be doing it.
Right, because really it's the most black and white. You either wear the mask or you don't wear the mask. Right. Whereas it's like with so many situations, you either do the damn thing or the damn thing. You do the damn thing or you don't do the damn thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, but you either do it or you don't. So like, I don't know why you have to post about it. Just like, yeah, if you're not gonna wear your mask, hey, that's on you.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like that. It just needs validation. It's like oh, I'm doing the right social thing. Like this is good.
What if everyone put out there like, so
we're hiking safe?
Should I become an accounting major? You guys just let society decide everything for you. Like,
I love that.
Do I have spaghetti or sushi tonight? Like, yeah, I mean, these are similar
Should
questions.
I splurge on a PS5?
Everyone's like, yes.
Gotta do it.
It's endless yes. The yes-saying spirit is strong in these people. And on that note, we'll be right back. And we are back.
We have returned.
We were never gone. So, our last episode was, or 2 episodes ago, we talked about Kanye.
Yeah.
And
since
went into an in-depth, opinionated conversation about Kanye's life and his albums. And then a day later, he dropped a
new song.
That's part of an upcoming project called
God's Country.
Took me a couple days to listen to it. Actually, I'm not even the one who put it on. It was Brandon.
Yeah.
Have you heard it yet?
I did. I listened to it yesterday.
Okay. Thoughts? Let's start with a good note.
Okay, let's start with a good note. The beat is fantastic.
Crazy.
The production is amazing.
I think Dre is on it, isn't he? They said that.
Really?
I thought Dre was part of it.
I don't know. You should verify that. But the production I thought was incredible. I thought the vibe of it was, I mean, even actually after watching Fantano's review of it, the Yeezus vibe was very much there. It was aggressive, it was abrasive. I even thought some of Kanye's flows weren't terrible towards the end of his verse. I thought it built okay.
Are you telling the truth? Also, it was mixed by Dr. Dre.
It built...
Would you like me to read you the lyrics?
No.
Give him the lyrics, bro.
Okay.
Give him the lyrics.
It's not that the bars were good. The flow wasn't offensive, I guess, towards the
offensive.
Which is saying nothing.
We start with the
So yes, Deep
we
Fiber
bad now?
was mixed by Dr. Dre.
Was mixed by Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Fire. The beat is incredible. Can't stress that enough.
Right.
However,
the flow
washes in the blood or whatever.
I'm asking cost what it does. Cost what it does. What are we doing here? That shit was ass.
Someone made a good point recently that was like, and I'm not sure if it's a good point at all, but I thought it was funny. It's Kanye West coming back from his I support Trump days. he's really pushing that he's fighting against what Trump stands for now.
Whoa.
Which is like, that's probably not true.
No, it's not true because Kanye's been fighting against mass incarceration and all that shit. The whole
his whole career,
And he even explained that like slavery was a choice comment and all that shit about like being more in reference to mass incarceration now and shit like that, and that he didn't mean it. Like he realized that it was like he directed it at slavery, and realized later that that was not the correct thing to say. But yeah, and then like Kim's been doing whatever she does to get people out of jail or whatever because she's a lawyer. Whatever. And so I don't know. They've been like fighting against mass incarceration together. That's been a thing. It's not like a brand new Kanye just flipped a leaf and is now fighting for.
Yeah. I was more speaking towards the fact that like it was a very like politicized song.
I mean, Jesus is King was less politicized, but like I think
it was so overtly gospel.
Yeah, it was almost like hard to fit politics into that album when he had so much other stuff going on about it.
But the U.S. has never had a problem mixing God and politics.
No, it is not. But the song is bad.
Yeah.
This song is really
I just thought
bad.
it was like really poor taste to, if you're gonna choose to now put your political message into your songs, to do it over or with that flow, and like that just seems like such a jokey bullshit flow that you would use for like a song where you're not saying anything really, like a mumble rap-esque song where you're just
like hype as fuck about something.
Just being fucking screaming and shit. That type of song, not the song where you're all of a sudden standing up for Black Lives.
It's definitely bordered on parody in that way. Like it felt like he was
that shit was weird.
And then the Travis Scott feature, embarrassing. It's like 19 seconds maybe.
Flow in a bar and then not actually end it with the rhyming part or the matching part. Go into a different flow with different bars and then do one rhyme and then you're done.
It's art, bro. It's funny, cool, smart art.
Smart art.
Yeah. So look forward to God's Country coming later this year. Kanye West.
Yeah, I guess.
His what? How many studio albums is this? Is 11, 12? 12th studio album?
Is it 12? Really?
I think it's 12. I don't know. Yeah, actually. Well, no, I think it might be 11. I don't remember. I shouldn't have known because I did the ranked list the other day for our for the Kanye podcast, but I do not remember. Because I guess like Kids See Ghosts is also included in that. But yeah, like that's
might be 12.
Yeah, he's made a lot of records. he's a prolific artist. He
has been in the game for a while too.
This isn't part of it, is it?
The Presents Good Music? No, probably not. I'm not gonna say so.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's gonna be his 12th.
12th studio album from Kanye West. Holy shit! Yeah, I look forward to it. Curious, yeah.
Very curious.
We might have to revise our list completely.
Yeah, maybe God's Country is gonna be fucking slappable.
Love it.
I mean, that's all we need after Jesus is King, right? Like, we just need something vaguely slappable.
I would like to point out that it was gray and it has now become grayer.
Grayer? Yeah.
I would like to repeat, I love it here.
And the weird thing is, I do love it here. Like, I do love it.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, even though it's like painfully awkward to live here sometimes.
Send us complaints about where you live.
Yeah, honestly. And your specific Albuquerque facts.
We can talk about.
On the next episode, strictly Albuquerque facts, baby. We're diving deep.
505.
I like this idea of doing that, and then you just make up all these memories.
I remember when I was there.
Bro, I was like 6 or 13. Yeah, man.
Woo!
Man, what else is on our minds today, boys?
Oh God. This book I've been reading about the life of Marilyn Monroe has been making me think a lot about like, I don't know, Hollywood stars and their like insanity. And I mean, you know, because we make fun of a lot of Hollywood stars and their insanity. Like, you know, I even like, man, like I killed at a family dinner the other day with the high, the low eye, Matthew McConaughey shit. It, like the impression had the table slayed. Like it was so good. And like I was like, damn. I was like, after reading this book, I kind of get it. Like I do kind of, because like Marilyn Monroe, like even though it's a fictionalization, she was on like a trajectory towards doom. And I guess in a lot of ways, like a lot of actors are on like a short path. You know what I mean? A lot of actors and artists just in general, they don't have the longest path. They don't think about longevity. They're like kind of always romantic and they're always thinking about stuff and like, so of course they go crazy. Like of course at some point, like Matthew McConaughey, like he's not thinking about preservation. Like he's thinking about like, I need to be relevant now. I need to be relevant right now. And then like same thing with like Johnny Depp and all those like crazy actors who like, and then also the way it leads to self-sabotage. Like even thinking about Johnny Depp taking all those acting roles that were garbage. Like between the stretch of like post Pirates of the Caribbean and like what was the movie he did film in Albuquerque? Transcendence, was it? What you guys remember that one? He like puts his body into AI or whatever. Yeah. So, but that it's a good one. But that like pretty much solidified like the death of a career right there. You know. And I think about that and I'm like, okay, you know what? Like maybe it's not so implausible that they go crazy. Like when that's your mentality and you're not thinking about a regular person, because we think about our lives a very long term. We think about it and I'm like, oh man, I need to like take care of this health thing for tomorrow because I want to be around for the foreseeable future. They're like, well, I could die tomorrow, but if I did this thing right now and my legacy is cemented, it's a whole different mentality. Like that's yeah. So I was thinking about that. I had a little more sympathy for them, but you know, still fun to make fun of them.
Yeah.
Or the Garths, like the Garth Brooks.
I will never not make fun of Garth Brooks. He's a different guy. Mm-hmm. He's just different. But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like that's like something that's like always been known, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like, that's just another angle to look at it from.
Yeah.
Is that they don't think about longevity, but it's like, it's already been known that just having that level of fame, having that many eyes on you is going to affect you in that way and probably make you crazy. So it's like we've already known that there's not necessarily excuses for them going crazy, like reasons for them going crazy. And it's like you either choose to have the full empathy for them and just not make fun of them, or you choose to have empathy and also realize that a joke is a joke. And
I think it's impossible not to make fun of them. Yeah. Especially when there are so many eyes on you, it's like there is this like strange disconnection almost between like the person people are making fun of and then you as the actual person. You know what I mean? Like,
because it's like your entire whatever got you famous could be a facade, like not really you, and then people hate that facade and are tearing that shit down, and then maybe it affects you or maybe it doesn't. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's not really you, but still. You putting all your effort into portraying that could still hurt you in a way, and
that's
so
true.
It's like there's all types of angles and ways to look at it and reasons, and it's still funny.
It was just when I was taking my groceries to the car the other day. I had to write this song.
It's that fucking Garth.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I've been watching the Garth documentary.
I was thinking about it.
It's funny.
I was just there. I was with my pops. And now my pops, you need to know, my pops was the kind of guy that he was realistic. He told me you went to work to get what you want. Now my pops and I, we was throwing the ball, and that ball was like the bond between us. And it was just passing back and forth the love that we shared for each other.
Why does he have this? Why do you just have that in you? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, that was poetic.
I learned it from Garth.
Was that actually one of his tirades?
No. I just made that up.
I cannot believe you just
made that up. It was so
that
good.
ball was like the bomb.
That's sweet. Like, it sounds like you pulled that straight from Garth's lips. So yeah, watch the Garth Brooks documentary on Netflix. Not new, but definitely essential viewing to understand a crippled, demented mind. And a good dad. A good dad. Good dad.
Any other plugs?
Hey, baby, we still got other.
Oh, I thought you were just ending it on the plug with Garth.
No. Oh God, no. God, no. We got.
Bring us some type of bad juju.
Yeah, no, I feel like for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to
We need
spend
to talk.
the entire time thinking of a better plug than Garth Brooks. All right. On that note, on the sweet note of Garth, we'll be right back. And we are back. The stars are just like us.
Yeah, man, they have to wear masks. That shit made me so mad. The like singing shit and all that when it was happening. It was funny.
It was really funny. I really like that video.
The fact that they really thought they were doing something. Wild. Who the fuck do you think you are?
They just wanted to sing Imagine to the People. They wanted to.
Imagine all the people.
And then, living life in peace. Woo-hoo.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
There are talented people amongst them. At least, okay. Maybe. You know, like, that's the thing. We don't really know. It's one of those things with the facade thing that, like, even though you just pointed that out, I'm like, I can actually never really know how talented someone is. Because, like, they might have a 2-minute curated section on a TV, and I'm like, whoa, like, they're pipes. But then when you, like, are just, like, walking around, they're, like, they don't have any musical sensibility. They don't, like, can't come up with a melody. Like, they're, like, that's not, which is, like, talent in, like, a mechanical sense. But, like, if you're just a tool, like, I'm not sure.
Right.
Talent as a tool is not, like, yeah.
Could really be considered talent.
Right.
Of oneself.
Because it's something you cultivate and, like, develop. And it's a discipline, not a, you're not an instrument for someone. But yeah, you know, shout out
Unless
those
you're a
celebrities.
human instrument and that's your talent. And then you're used as a tool and it's still a talent. Boom, I just broke it. I fucking broke all the shit you said. Now what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Stop reading. All pursuits over.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, seriously, brother.
I spaced out for like a solid 5 minutes. Didn't hear anything you guys were talking about. Was thinking about some other things.
What were you thinking about?
Fencing. So sorry.
So sorry.
Just fencing. Alright, where are we at, my boys?
Oh my god.
Oh. Okay, so I don't know if I brought this up in a podcast already. Have we talked about the what's it called? The simulated crowd for soccer?
Mm-mm.
All right, so basically, professional soccer is back, except for in like France and a few other places. They're not letting anybody in the stadiums except in Russia. They're not letting them in the stadiums.
Oh.
But like in the German league and the Italian league and the English league, it's empty stadiums and they're playing. And they decided to add simulated crowd noise to the game for the players, I suppose, which is hysterical. And I can't imagine that it actually changes anything for the players.
You couldn't just set up like 1,000 little iPads all around the.
That's what
stadium,
my idea was.
and then, like,
Have everyone zoom in. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like cheer and like you have like speaker
Connected
microphones.
audio.
Yeah.
That
a
would
little
be-
delay.
yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
terrifying.
Expensive.
That'd be
Yeah.
so much money.
It'd be
Obviously,
expensive.
never
Imagine the
happened
digital
ever.
screeches of a fan base and it's
Yeah.
so dystopian.
But can you imagine just hearing the crowd noise and then you're like not near the ball and you look up and you're like, oh yeah,
No one's here.
no one's here. Like the German or the Italian league, I think one of the two have not adopted the crowd noise. and I really hope it's because they're like, no, that
It's
doesn't make any sense.
It's like a sitcom, honestly. It's like having a laugh track. You know?
It's more for the people watching at home. Like I can understand you putting a simulated noise on for the TV, for the person sitting there, so they don't have to
actually in.
But it's in the stadium, and they're playing it out loud, and it's weird to me.
I'm thinking there's this spoilers. Yeah, not spoilers. There's a moment in The Last of Us where like you're in like a astronaut, like a little like they're trying to simulate being in like. Because it's the post-apocalypse, and so like the guy like gets her these headphones and like puts this astronaut sound, and they sit in this little thing, and like she simulates being in space. You know, I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, that is kind of like we're all just kind of trying to simulate these like regular things that we usually do for each other, but that we can't do right now, and it's like almost kind of. It's sweet that we're doing it, but it's almost really sad to watch the ways in which
that
we
one's
are
like dumb though.
It's so dumb.
It's not even sweet because the players, for the most part, probably don't give a shit
at all.
It's like, what does the sound do for them? Unless they really
believe
like their whole performance is reliant on crowd noise.
Could you hear the crowd noise and they're just like,
yeah, like they don't hear crowd noise, they don't play good. You know what I mean? That's that's.
And if that's the case, professional soccer is funny.
Yeah,
but no, they're like
that would be
professional
so
soccer
weird.
players, and like you were saying, they play because they're being paid millions of dollars to, and they have a passion for the sport, which is why they've pushed this far to go.
Right.
So it's like that's all they really need to play, and the crowd noise is, I guess, everyone else choosing to do that.
Yeah, people can edit it just for That's so.
Like imagine being on a Zoom class call and then everyone having like an audio input of like classroom buzz noise. And like that's what you got to listen to on the Zoom call while you were talking with people. Like, would you want that? You're just like, oh, I feel like I'm in a classroom now, so I can actually take notes.
Yeah.
That'd be so wild. It's so weird.
Alright, it's like you're either gonna do well in the class or you're not gonna do well in the class. It's not. It's more than likely not relying on if you're sitting in the classroom and you can hear those sounds.
I mean, you can like sitting in the classroom more,
Yeah,
but that's
but like-
has no impact.
Right.
Yeah, it has no difference.
Entirely.
If you're given equal amount of time and opportunity and all that to do the same amount of work, you should be able to do it if you have that ability. It shouldn't. Well, I need to be.
I need the crowd noise.
Crowd noise. I can't play. Oh, that's so funny. Now I'm thinking about all the times when my teachers made jokes that normally in class would have gotten like pity laughs, and instead in Zooms we're just
Yeah, no one felt the need to
Nothing.
pity laugh because you don't have to look at the teacher and watch them suffer.
yeah. It was my favorite. I would start losing it because it was silent, so I would just like start erupting in laughter because like they would make the joke, I'd be like, I'd wait, everyone, and then me. Like I probably looked like a maniac on one of those Zoom calls.
You probably do look like a maniac on one of your Zoom calls.
Fair.
So, thoughts on Chris D'Elia?
I mean, what?
Every other podcast is talking about it. Why can't we?
You spit on my arm. So gross. What made you spit on me? What the fuck are you going?
He's like,
What?
It's like my own spit.
No.
I'm just kidding. We don't have to.
Yeah.
No shit, redacted.
Redacted.
Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you?
It's bad. It's bad. That's all we can say.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad. Things are bad, folks.
It's bad.
Okay, we can't end on that. We cannot end on that.
I just don't know what happened. Man.
There's gotta be now. Oh fuck! This is like it's like pregnant in my brain now.
Fucking tried to watch Eric Andre's stand-up
Yes.
the other day,
There we go.
and I did not like that at all.
Yeah.
I really didn't like it. His type of funny, I guess, does not translate well into stand-up. because it felt like he was like way too over the top. I didn't even get all the way through it. I think I made like 15, 20 minutes in, and it was.
I made it halfway through.
Yeah. I think I stopped it shortly after he, spoiler alert, charged into the crowd and then mounted a guy that was in the front row, and that was like a joke, I guess.
Yeah, that was the punchline. That was that. I mean, because that was the thing. Like, there was a joke going before that, and then he looked like he didn't really know where to go with the joke, and then he jumped on the person in the audience, which is. And I love the Eric Andre show. Like, the Eric Andre show is one of the funniest things that has ever existed. Period, and there will not be, and likely anything funnier in my lifetime. If I had to say, like Nathan For You and that are like two of the funniest things that exist. However,
Chappelle Show.
Chappelle Show's really high up there. Chappelle Show's really high up there. Yeah, Chappelle Show's really fucking good.
Chappelle Show's funnier. Chappelle Show.
So funny. Continue. Anyways, yeah, like it is like a fall, I guess, because like it's been so long since he's done anything, it feels like a fall from grace a little bit in like my eyes, that it's like he had this thing, the Eric Andre show was 4 perfect seasons, and then like this almost like as like a tacked on, like almost like reintroduction, and also like a reintroduction to like the 5th season of Eric Andre. It's like, well damn, like is this what I'm in for now? Is this what like Eric Andre grown up looks like, you know? Because like even Eric Andre, and maybe it is too that like maybe he is older and that like it doesn't feel like he's changed. If anything, it feels like he's regressed. Like if anything, it feels like he's like backpedaled a lot of the stuff that made him like really good and like really great, and like just kind of settled for being crazy. Which is like Eric Andre was crazy, but he was also like profoundly human and like wanted people to like him, and like it was just gross. Apparently, he gained like 30 pounds for new season of the Eric Andre show, which could be a bullshit, could be, we'll see. We
shall see.
But yeah, on that note, watch Nathan For You, Chappelle Show, Eric Andre. Any other, what else would be like the fun? I guess those are probably like.
There's a lot of funny shows.
Right, I was like, right. The moment I got on, I was like, Curb Your Enthusiasm, It's Always Sunny.
Like a giant leap. Labeling those two as like the funniest ever.
Yeah, they're the ones I go back to the most, I guess. They're the ones I consistently go back to.
What? You wouldn't even watch Nathan For You with me the other day?
That's because I've gone back to it so many times. I've been trying not to go back to it and want to let like myself get distance from it.
He just doesn't like you, Brandon.
Alright. Fuck out of here.
I don't like my friends. Anyways, but I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Askhat, Brandon, Scott, like, subscribe. Love you. Goodbye, everyone.
We don't name ourselves at the end.
We don't name ourselves at the end. Who does that?
Why would we start ending?
You're weird. Not.
Goodbye, everybody.
You can rewind through this and figure out what my name is. I'm Brandon. This is Askhat.
No, I'm not.
This is Scott. We just ran out of time.
What is happening? I'm not doing